Today, we're going to look at 2 leadership lessons we can learn from the Super Bowl. I'm Tom DeBell, founder of Modern Leadership Solutions, where we believe that effective leadership is intentional. So let's look at some leadership lessons from the Super Bowl. Now, you've seen the post-game press conferences, and what we see out of that is that there's 2 very different pictures that begin to emerge. One is of a very well-prepared and well-planned team, and one is of a team whose plan did not go deep enough to prepare them for what they encounter. Now, to win at the Super Bowl, we know that it takes a good plan. The Super Bowl is not your average game. There are a lot of distractions leading up to and during the game, and we know that the timing is different. We have a longer halftime, and there's a lot of TV timeouts and whatnot. So your plan needs to be event-specific, covering as many details as possible. What that means is the first lesson that we know is that you need to have a well-executed plan. But how do you have that well-executed plan? Well, this leads us to the second point, is that it also needs to be well communicated. Now, if you look at the post-game interviews, you see that the Kansas City players knew that the overtime rules were different, and they knew that they had a plan specific for that event. They reviewed it a lot. They said that they reviewed it for several weeks leading up to the event. The San Francisco players, on the other hand, while they had a good plan, it did not go deep enough. They did not have the details about overtime, and they assumed that the overtime rules would be as they previously encountered during the game, during the regular season. Well, that turned out to be not the case. They made a poor decision about winning the coin toss. Now, were these the only factors that led to the success of Kansas City? Certainly not. There are a lot of things that go into a successful Super Bowl run. But it does bring out the point that in order to be successful, you need to have a good plan. It needs to cover as many contingencies as possible, and it needs to be well communicated to all the people on your team, everybody that's involved. So the takeaways that we have from this thing is that you should be planning, not only in business, but in life in general. We're going to be discussing life planning in some upcoming videos, so click the like and subscribe buttons below to make sure you're alerted when we drop these videos. And comment below if you've seen this work in your own life, or if you've seen how failing a plan can make life more difficult. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.